Beading has been my passion for over 47 years. I began my career as a seed bead artist while living in the Rocky Mountains after graduating from the University of Colorado in 1970. I was captivated by these tiny glass beads and the meditative process I experienced while beading. Anything with a hole in it that can be threaded with some kind of stringing material could be considered a bead. My primary beading materials are glass beads known as seed beads because of their small size. The ones I use are made in the Czech Republic and Japan. I consider myself a color artist, with beads representing tiny photons of colored light that can be woven together to create infinite patterns and forms. I use the enormous variety of colors, textures, and shapes of glass beads as my daily palette. My personal approach to color is an intuitive sense of what different color combinations feel like together in the moment of creating with them. I will experiment with color choices as I work on any given piece until it feels right to me. For inspiration, I closely observe the color patterns found in nature during the 4 seasons of the year. For instance, my necklace Summer Passion is indicative of the colors of summers spent on the coast of Maine as a child. The enormous variety of life forms found on coral reefs have inspired my Seaform series. The combinations of colors seen in this series relate directly to a magical phenomenon that occurs within corals called fluorescence that can only be observed by illuminating live corals with ultraviolet light. My jewelry has been influenced by studying body adornment in other cultures, particularly in Africa. I have taught myself a wide variety of bead weaving techniques that were developed in countries around the world. I then began to experiment with the techniques in order to incorporate them into my own aesthetic. In essence, I am creating a fiber art as I sit and weave thousands of tiny glass beads together one by one into my beaded art forms. It takes passion and patience to complete a C-form that might take me several months to complete, along with the willingness to experiment, explore, and improvise as I bead. I am helping elevate the ancient craft of stringing beads into a contemporary art form.